Good day, everyone. This is Joanna May Yumol from Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Marketing Management. To whom will I entrust the future of our beloved country in this upcoming election? As we can see, the campaign rally is chaos for us. In fact, most of us already have our president to be voted for. But then, as voters, we must be wise in choosing our future leader. So I came up with this opinion. The president is the head of state and government. As the commander-in-chief of the Philippine Armed Forces, the president as chief executive is in charge of all executive departments, bureaus, and offices, as well as broad oversight of municipal governments. The President picks government officials, such as the Cabinet, Supreme Court, judges, and heads of constitutional commissions, who must be confirmed by the Senate. After the said interview happened last month ago, here is my opinion of every candidate, and I will begin with Senator Manny Pacquiao. Widely known as our famous boxer whose marvelous victories on the global stage had induced international recognition of Filipino pride. We are all aware that our famous boxer Senator Manny Pacquiao has a noble heart, and it was clearly shown in his sincere responses to Boy Abunda's interview questions concerning the major issues in our country. However, I noticed that his answers were a bit off the line. Instead of giving concise assertions, he had responded sadly by merging his opinions with religious and abstract concepts that only resulted in generic elaboration. Next, the following aspirant, Senator Ping Lacson, proved that he is a great leader for his inexperienced politician and has prominent expertise in governance. I would label Ping Lacson's approach to answering as the most practical one. No deviations, no sugarcoating, all resolutions were reality-based. Thus, his data-driven and just profoundly straightforward answers emphasize that actual problems need actual solutions. Next is Francisco Esco Moreno Dumagoso, is the current mayor of Manila. He stood for senator after serving as vice mayor of the capital city from 2007 to 2016, but was unsuccessful. President Rodrigo Duterte then named him chairman of the North Luzon Railways Corporation's Board of Directors, and later Undersecretary. Mayor Esco Moreno's performance has established neat transformations throughout the capital city. His goals are centered on developing the country's economy and improving the quality of life of the Filipinos. Next, we have Vice President Leni Robredo, the only woman who stands to be a leader. Her determination to serve the country is unbreakable. Despite many bad comments from the Filipino citizen, she still stands by her principles. However, when I watched the interview, Leni Robredo, her arguments didn't captivate me. In my unbiased opinion, her performance was mediocre, just like Senator Manny Pacquiao. She used common and broad justifications to her stand. It made me realize that Bipolani is not focusing on the future of our country, but she ran the position to stop the one candidate. And last but not least, Bongbong Marcos. His qualifications are noteworthy. I venture to say that he's sincere and sagacious. Discourse with Boy Abunda was poignant enough to alter my prejudices against the Marcos Adart regime in our government history. It momentarily dawned in me that it is very important to consider opening my mind wider when scrutinizing over the poor conditions of our nations rather than being a bashful citizen who just complains and blames the government without contributing anything. Bongbong Marcos advocates that unity is what our nation must empower, and it is the goal to exploit our talents and maximize our resources. When he said, I know that it is difficult ideal to achieve, but we must always work to the ideal. All the presidential aspirants have different issues to solve, but they also have advantages that make them different from other aspirants. But then, we must evaluate each one of them and choose who is the best bet to vote.